CBK here at Bullspit Movies and TV, and I got a guest partner in crime today. It's EGN, and as you know, we both share a channel, Bullspit Gaming, and you can check more of that out later on. But first, you're gonna watch this. We're gonna be talking about the new Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movie. We went to watch that in the theater in 3D, and well, we're gonna tell our little opinions on this movie, and maybe even rate it. Actually, do you want to start? No? Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off by saying I actually enjoyed the movie. It was all right. It's not the original, and you can't go in expecting it to be original. I mean, the Ninja Turtles are like little Hulks. No normal human can take them on. I almost, kind of made it like a spin of Transformers in the sense of like the magnitude of damage that can happen. Like, they are pretty badass. But with that being said, you can't really have a human Shredder now, can you? Well, they do, but they mech him up, and he's in like actual smart armor basically that shoots knives and shit. So I mean, he is extremely terrifying. He's like Freddy Krueger
to the max.
Yeah, to the max. Like, he's like Freddy Krueger times 20. Like, he is just a badass.
Man, this movie with everybody like completely beefed out. It's like fucking World of Tanks.
Yeah, it's like World of Tanks. Mind you, I mean, they completely botched the backstory like every other time. I mean, Splinter is a rat, but they fucked it up in the original movies too. And Splinter's a rat, and he was never a human. I don't know if in the comics he was originally a rat or not. I mean, I gotta have to actually read those now. But they also made it out that the turtles were actually April or Megan Fox's pets that were in a science lab that her dad worked, which is totally not the original backstory at all, but whatever. And once again, I kind of expected that when they were going to say that the Ninja Turtles are from space, and they made a joke about that in the movie because everyone was hopped up and pissed about it in the internet, right?
I was the only one in the theater who laughed at that. They're like, "What do you think they are from space?" And I started laughing, and like nobody else laughed.
I thought it was funny. I might have just maybe smirked or something like that. But yeah, no, it was, like I said, it was an alright movie. I didn't care for some of the faces in it, like the Ninja Turtle faces. But what was actually really impressive, and what kept my interest was the 3D. Like, this is my first 3D movie I actually went to and saw a whole thing of it, and they did a really well of layering the 3D in there. That was just eye candy the whole movie. Like, the action. What do you think about the action in the movie?
Oh man, the action scenes were the best part.
Yeah, I mean, it was like Transformers. It was just like everything's going off. It was like a grand finale fireworks throughout the whole movie of fighting.
You know what's weird? They were all like tanked out, but the Ninja Turtles were still like shitty yet. Like, they're still pretty big noobs.
Yeah, and it kind of, I don't know. I think also botched the whole backstory of Splinter being a kung fu master. He found it in a book in the sewer, like kung fu or whatever, and it was
ninjutsu.
Or ninjutsu or whatever he learns, and it's just like, oh, okay, so how can he really be a master reading out of a book? And I don't know. It's just a little lame if you ask me, but whatever. I mean, watch the story. The action was cool. Megan Fox was good looking. She was she actually did it all right. April, she wasn't just as ditzy. I don't know. I mean, she was a little ditzy, but I mean, she pulled off the role all right. I mean, she'll never be the original April in my heart, but I mean, she did all right. And the Vern side character that was kind of helping out with the story, yeah, he was all right too. I mean, he was in a lot of stuff. He did the voice for Batman and the Lego movie and stuff like that. Like, he's a really well-known actor, and he's pretty funny, so he did all right. And I like him getting picked on a little bit.
My favorite action scene was at the very end, where what's it called? Like, bucket. What's it called? bucket luck? Not bucket luck. You know what I'm talking
Oh, yeah, where they're jumping over each other?
about? Yeah, and then they kick a bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically a childhood game that they used to play, and they use it to actually beat Shredder. And, yeah.
And the elevator beatbox.
Yeah, the elevator beatbox was kind of amusing, too. What did you think of the Splinter look? Going back to Splinter, sorry. Did you care for his look? I mean, I didn't. I mean, it wasn't true to the original Splinter looks, but I mean, it wasn't horrible. The voice was obviously not done by the guy that did the movements for him. But yeah, I didn't mind it. But I mean, I don't know. There's certain things that could have changed in this movie that make it better for me. But I went in just having low expectations, and go in there with low expectations, and a good movie you'll get.
That's weird. That Splinter was older than Megan Fox. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of weird, actually. He's treated like an old man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, technically animals don't live that long. Some of them, anyways. I don't think rats live very long. They can't live any longer than dogs or cats, I would imagine. So, anyways, I'm gonna actually rate this movie. I'm gonna give it a being an original Ninja Turtle fan, I gotta give it a 3.5. I actually enjoyed it. It's not something that I'd write home about, but yeah, it did the trick for me. I mean, it was that close to being a 4, actually. Like, I mean, go see it. At least it's something new and something different, right? Go see it, make your own opinion. What do you say on that one?
I say it's a 3, and the action scenes are amazing.
Yeah.
Also, the elevator beatbox.
elevator beatbox. Oh, and another cool thing is they actually have a Ninja Turtle band at the end, so that's exciting. They never did that in the original movies. They never, we finally got a turtle band. Well, that was the main part of the cartoon. I hated the adaptations of the movies in the sense that they never brought certain characters. Like they always, they always had Shredder, but they never had Krang. They never had Bebop and Rocksteady. It's like, what the hell, man? Where? And I'm really hoping in the next episode that they are gonna have a Bebop and Rocksteady. They better. I mean, like, guys, come on, Bebop and Rocksteady in an action movie. If they do a sequel for the Michael Bay series, I don't know. It got really bad reviews, but that's my point of view. If you do that, guaranteed you'll get enough internet support. You throw Bebop and Rocksteady in the next movie, I'll go watch it. That's my promise. Would you say that too?
I don't need them, but
you don't need.
I'd still go watch the next one because the action scenes were good.
Yeah. Well, that being said, I'd still go watch the new one anyways. So I guess I don't need Bebop and Rocksteady.
Crane would be cool.
Yeah, Crane would be
and
awesome.
Some rock soldiers.
Yes, and not like a different story of rock soldiers like they did in the 4th animated movie, which wasn't horrible. But I mean, do them like the rock soldiers that we know and love, and make them stupid like Craig or whatever his name is.
I don't know. But if Michael Bay changed the story for Planet X, it'd be cool if Shredder had to team up with the Turtles and they just rip through a bunch of rock shoulders because they're all fucking tanks.
That would be cool, actually. What is it? I want to say it's not Generation X. It's
Planet X.
It's not Planet X either. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Now I'm screwed up. Well, if you know the answer to that question, Pete, leave a comment below and you might get some free swag. I want to say Generation X, but it's not that. Oh, that is so horrible. It's like Portal X. It's like
Dimension
Universe
X.
Dimension X. Well, too bad. You can't write. You get nothing. Well, with that being said, good night, Canada, America, and don't forget to eat.
Big turtles.